I see
That's his,
you.
that's not me. It's right here.
That's that Find My iPhone ring from the Apple Watch. I already know.
Yeah, that's is that looking for his own or his own phone because he was helping me set up mine.
Which is why we're late, Gooch.
Why we're late, Gooch? Sorry,
What,
Gooch.
Gooch? I I asked Gooch what would be his number one thing that he wanted to see today, and he
Yeah,
already responded.
that's disgusting. Let's not.
So Gooch, I will show you a new pack that I got today. I don't mind at all,
Have I
Gooch.
done any new?
You got a new backpack?
Articulate?
Did you get a new backpack?
No. Have I done any new presentations since I got my computer? I don't think so. Because
No.
nothing is like, what the fuck? Anyways, hello everybody. We're back. Happy New Year.
Happy
New
New Year,
Year
everybody.
to me is the saying, but same old me in the same old sweater. You'll be proud though. That washed it for me
Oh,
the
thank
other day.
God.
So it's all fresh and clean and super soft and nice smelling and all of the above. And good thing you're
Yes.
far away anyways, because you can't smell me.
We can smell it through the screen. It looked like it
Yeah,
smelled.
it didn't.
Tasha got scared and thought I wasn't gonna join the pod. She text messaged me, period, period, period. Like I
Well,
wasn't
because
gonna
I was
join.
like, I knew that you were gonna be like late. Like you usually always come in like right at like 30 seconds before we have to go live. So that's what I was, and then I messaged you. When did I message you? I messaged you at like literally
9:04.
yeah, 7:04. Like yeah.
Well, if you knew I was gonna come in, why'd you message me there? She got
No,
scared.
because I know because you usually come in at like 6:59 is what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Because
Uh-huh.
our normal time that we're supposed to start is at 7 my time. But I always purposely schedule it for like 7:05 because I know we're gonna be late. But I was just messaging you because I was expecting you to come in early for some reason because it's the first pod back since the holidays. So I thought you would be coming in with energy. But I was sitting here like, where the fuck is this man?
Oh, good point, Gooch.
There's no cats. They're dogs. And which one?
Wrong
This
animal.
one? Yeah. Wait. This one? Wait. Which one? They're so cute.
No, not that one. The other one. That one. On the top of your head.
So this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I would believe it if it was like this colored one. You know, that would be acceptable. But like it's yellow.
So Tasha, tell me everything. We've gone through the holidays without no. Did we do a pod between Christmas and New Year?
No.
Oh
We've
shit.
been off for like 2-3 weeks. I think we were going to pod last week and then you what did you how did it happen? Because we said no and then we said yes and then we said no and then
No.
um
We said no and then I
no,
said
no,
yes.
no. Here, yeah. So here, I pulled up receipts. So I asked you for podcasting, and you said you got a bunch of shit going on. So next week, and you told me to enjoy my Sims, which I did. I really did. And then you hit me like literally 2 hours later, and you're like, done with my shit. Let's do it or whatever. And then I'm like, nah.
Oh, what did you end up doing that you said nah?
Sims.
Damn, yo, you are. What is that word? Um,
Lazy.
no, no, but good word. What is that word?
Unproductive.
Oh, uncommitted. Your lack of commitment.
Well, when you messaged, I was already like debating on napping. I was deep into like installing some mods for my Sims. I was like, I already had other plans, you know? I'm like, there's no podcast, so let me just do some things. And then you interrupted me in the middle of, my alternate plans. And then I thought for a second, like, do I pause everything and come podcast? But I'm like,
Yes, yes, of
no.
course.
We already agreed to wait
The
till next week.
the pod
So
takes
I was like,
priority.
nah.
The pod is priority.
Sometimes. I don't know if I can actually stream my thing, which makes me sad.
So, what is your New Year's resolution? Gooch, what's yours?
I don't do New Year's resolutions.
Well, if you had to come up with one right now to better your life, what would it be? Really? Ask his what his is.
I don't know what his is. I don't know where he went. He's gone away. I don't know. Be myself. I don't know. I don't really have like a thing. I don't do these types of things. I don't make resolutions. Just like, oh wow, it's 2025. Just remember to write 2025, not 24 on everything.
I remember
That's
to
my
pay rent.
resolution. Yeah, that
Damn,
too.
You are such an interesting person for the wrongest
I know.
ways. That's how I explain it. You're so fascinating, but like in the wrongest of ways.
Facts.
Yo, I envy your lack of giving a fuck sometimes. I wish I had that in me sometimes. I admire that.
Yeah.
That's
What about
that's
you? What's your New Year's resolutions then? Since I don't
where
really have
where
any.
do I start? How much time we got on this episode?
No.
For every year, I come up with a new word for the year. Last year was focus, and boy, did I. This year, it's consistency. And we were already off to a bad start with the lack of podcasts last week, but we're not going to talk about all that. So, consistency is my word of the year. As far as resolutions, I'll definitely want to do more content than last year. I found like momentum doing content. What is that?
Yeah,
What is
that's my
that?
thing. It's actually here now. Okay, good.
Oh yes, yeah, man. Fuck my resolutions. Let's go.
No,
Go.
see your resolution. This is just it's literally just one slide.
Okay.
Because I didn't have time to do a whole slideshow.
I prepared something.
Plus, it's such breaking news. So it's literally there's not much
up with the world. I prepared something for us too. That's crazy. Anyway,
the tier list. Yeah, continue
my
your
resolutions.
list.
So this is gonna be a hard one, but to do better than I did last year at work, and I had my most successful year ever last year. So like to top that is gonna be really hard, but I'm gonna do that shit. To eat healthier, definitely on the top of my list, especially with the stuff that went with my mom that happened at the end of the year. I'm like, okay, I definitely gotta start like doing that. Working out. Definitely got to keep that's a resolution for me and Janie. That's like a joint resolution. And one of my personal ones that I didn't share with Janie because I didn't want to share, because Janie and I have a meeting at the end of each year before midnight, and we kind of like align ourselves and
okay.
and we talk about our personal resolutions and how we can help each other, how we can assist each other in achieving those. But a personal one for me that I didn't tell her is that I kind of want to keep earning Janie, like I don't want to get stagnant in our relationship and be like, because she's
Oh,
my,
I was like, what?
like,
Earning.
yeah,
Yeah, I
earning
get
her,
you.
like because she's my wife, she's just going to be there at all times like that. I don't want to ever start thinking like that. So I want to make sure that like I keep Janie interested, and shit, fucking
Here's a
date nights,
question.
and
What if you fail?
I'm not going to. It's just not it's not in the agenda.
Okay.
So yeah, that was one of my resolutions too, to keep earning Janie, and I think that's it. But you couldn't come up with one. No. How about can we come up with one together? Can I help you with one?
Sure.
Okay, let's get your passport this year.
Oh, how did I know that was coming?
You kind of committed to it already, right? You said you were going to do it by this year. I think I heard you say that.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll get my passport eventually this year.
Do you promise?
I don't like to make promises.
That's cool, but do you promise?
I don't like to make promises.
Okay.
But
Thanks.
I'll make like a
Thank you for
half
that
attempt.
statement.
I'll do like a
Pinky swear.
okay. Pinkies don't swear.
So
I will try. I will try my hardest to get it. Yeah. I'm not gonna promise because, what if I fail,
see, that's the problem. Don't lead with thinking you're gonna fail, because then don't even put that out to the world. Be like, you know
See,
what? I am gonna get my.
but this is what I like to do, think of the worst so that if I get it, it's like, wow, I got it. But if I make the promise that I'm like my goal is to get it this year, then what if I don't, and then by the end of the year I'm like, well, I
then
do it. That's so negative. Just live in the negative for now, and then later it'll be positive,
I don't like it. I'm just saying I don't like it. Let me go get my back scratcher.
I like it. It's the way I live my life. I'm just trying to collect a couple of special things. I hope, guys, I'm still not used to my new computer. I'm not used to this whole new updated technology.
Guys, Tasha got a new phone, y'all. Welcome to the future, Tosh.
I know. It's so weird because I'm still trying to get used to my computer right now, and I'm so significantly confused half the time. Like I just struggled before this to screenshot my screen.
Oh, it's Control-Shift-5.
Well, here's actually it's Shift Command 3, dummy.
No, Tosh, but do 5, because when you do 5, you can crop it. When you do 3, it's
When
just the
you do,
whole.
yeah, but you could crop it in 3. Dumb. I can still do it in 3. For some reason, my actual keyboard stopped working yesterday for me. It's my
You didn't have
Star
to. I
Wars.
believe you. You didn't have to show me. I believe you. Why are you showing me?
I don't know. I just felt like it. And it's like my Razer keyboard, so I'm used to the controls on there. So now I'm forced to use the Mac one right now.
Oh no!
I know, and it's backwards for me. Everything is not the right direction. One direction. I don't know why I said that. I'm so dumb.
Is you high right now?
I feel it, I could be. I was just trying to message.
I remember when I spent the night at your house. I think I've told this story already. But
What?
when I was about to go to bed, literally I was getting the blanket and getting on the sofa, and Iz was like at the window looking at me, and you were on the office chair looking at me, and I was like, so y'all just gonna watch me go to bed, or how does this work? Because none of y'all were going to bed, but I was, and you were just like, and Iz was
I
like,
mean, to be honest though, you kind of went to bed so fast, like so early, kind of. You know, so
Taj,
I'm like,
I was fucking exhausted.
I know you forced me into having to go to sleep at that time because I'm like, oh, I wasn't ready for bed.
Do you know what time I had to get up to go see your ass? Ungrateful.
No, but I was also awake early that day too. I think. Oh wait, no, because I took the day off. I didn't work. It was lovely.
This backstrap shirt. Truth.
True.
Oh, yeah.
So let me see. Can I present two things? I think I can because I actually have it as a tab now. Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's our Twitter.
I've been seeing some crazy ass clips.
Yeah, so I just sent a couple of clips into our DM. So I don't know if anybody's heard, but this is basically my update for the day here.
So what have you been talking about with Miss Gecko?
Oh my god, that was so loud in my fucking ear. Sorry, I forgot to mute. So, I don't know if you guys have heard of the news that's happening in Los Angeles. This I think is a recent video that I just saw.
That is so crazy.
Ago. Yo, it's insane. I saw this last night.
Oh yeah.
Somebody took this from the plane.
That's
This like Malibu is over here. This has doubled in size since. And this was about like literally last night. So
what do you mean doubled? How? Like gone towards the mainland or outward?
like both. Like it's spread more over this way. Like it's spread this way, it's spread up here. And then it's now all of the I think up until about here is under a mandatory evacuation. So it's like it's spreading really fast, really rapidly. But I this was the first photo I think I saw when I saw the news, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And then I was digging into it, and I'm like, "Oh shit, something big's happening out there." This was this morning along Malibu. Just like this is insane to see, like the fact that. Cause like these waterfront properties, like they have the whole road in between them and the mountain. So it's just crazy to see that they're burning over here. And that like the fires jumped, but it's not like across the street. You know, it's not like it's like crossing the street fires. It's like it's blowing in the wind fires. Because
I don't get what you're saying. What do you mean?
like here in this clip here,
Yeah.
like here, this house, like you can see the house is on the other side of the street. They're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But it's the fires are up in the mountain. And because the winds right now, they're getting category 2 force winds. Like yesterday, last night, and this morning, like fast, like 100-mile-per-hour winds. Like even faster gusting winds in some areas too. So like it's taking like embers from all of these fires and it's like blowing it like miles away and it's setting off little fires everywhere. And that's how the Malibu strip like along the PCH got so fucked up today, was because of that, the really strong winds blowing embers miles down and over to these places, and it just exploded all along the whole coast. Yeah, it's crazy, and it's weird too because the entire coastline was basically spared years ago when Malibu last was hit with the big fires. I think it was like in 2018, 2019. Maybe it was around COVID. No, it was before COVID. They had their really big fires too that I mean, similar but not at this scale similar. And like most of Malibu was on fire at that time too, and like the coast, like they barely got touched, right? Because they had the road between them and there wasn't that strong winds. So that's why it's crazy to see like this footage here of like, like the whole coast is like there's just most of it is gone. And then you look across the street and it's like untouched here.
That's crazy.
It's just crazy to see some of these.
Does COVID feel like it was a long time ago for you? Like the pandemic?
Yes. I still kind of feel like I live in a COVID life because I try to avoid people,
The only reason I ask you is because I didn't know you during COVID. Can you believe that?
True. That's true, actually. Yeah. I still try to avoid people today. So, I mean, my life is like a COVID. COVID was literally kind of heavenly in a way because, like, I didn't have to go outside and be around people.
That's crazy because that's how it was for my kid, too. She thrived during COVID.
Yeah. I liked it. I mean, I did, like, have, like, really bad anxiety and panic, because of the whole, like, pandemic situation, and I didn't want to get sick. But I was, like, thoroughly enjoying, like, just chilling, We went for bike rides a lot. We were just hanging out. I didn't have to be around people. It was nice. It was like a little nice moment in a bubble that I was like, wow, this is a great life. Like I could do this forever. Yeah. So I mean, I feel like I still like to try to live in that time in my life by avoiding people. But yeah, so this is basically what's been happening since yesterday lunchtime. So it's been about like a day and a half that this happened. Like literally, the fires popped up out of nowhere, and like this is like crazy to see. Like this footage here, like less than 24 hours, and like look at this neighborhood. It's just insane.
It's so striking that like even the person that's well-meaned and wealthy is still not immune to like an absolute catastrophe happening to them. You'd like to think, you'd like to think, oh, they're up in the hills, nothing would ever happen to them, but nah. Mother Nature shows no mercy to fucking anybody, regardless of race, class. Anybody can get it, and that's so fascinating to me. Like I wonder where these people. You have all the money in the world, but you don't have your house right now. I saw this one.
This is insane. Thankfully, the two guys and their dog got out, but like,
oh, did they? How you know?
They got out. Like I saw there was a video or whatever saying that they got out, but like, could you imagine like walking into your living room and looking out your windows and seeing this?
I don't even know how he's so steady with the camera, and they're just chilling. They're just like watching.
Just chilling, right? Yeah. Like I'm like, what the fuck? How are you not like panicking? You're literally in the middle of a fucking fireball.
Let's say you're here. You're taking this video. What are you saying to everybody? What are your words right now? Like I'd be like, shout out to my mom, shout out to my dad. I might not see y'all again. This and that. I'll probably be like my goodbye note. I don't know.
Goodbye note. Yeah, I know. I don't even remember what he was saying in the video because I didn't really hear what he was saying. He was commenting, and the whole time I'm like, how? Like, what the fuck? like this is insanity.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I just like the whole thing, like the whole situation that's happening. It's just wild. Can even click on here. Oh yeah, and since we've been literally in the past hour, a new one popped up. So that's what I basically have here. So we can open. I literally, this is like, get ready for the best slide I've done yet, guys. It's still, I literally threw the shit together. So this is basically the map right now. This was the update. I think this was the update about an hour-ish ago, less than an hour ago. Currently, so the Palisades fire was the first, and it's the biggest one. And that one's like 16 acres within the past like 24 hours that it's spread, which is insane. And it's huge. And I had the news on all day in the background. And
Tosh,
what?
Gooch says that slideshow is fire.
I know. I was just reading that when you called me.
When I called
Yeah, like Gooch. Isn't that crazy? Like
don't
literally
think
they're all
you,
gone.
you're not understanding the pun, but it's okay.
I'm not. Yeah, no, I get the pun. Yeah, I know. Actually, somebody played that today at work because we were having a conversation about this. Anyways, but yeah, so the Palisades fire, the Eaton fire, the two big ones right now, as you can see on the screen. There's a couple little ones like really up north and way west. The Hearst fire was a new one that happened last night. The Woodley fire happened this morning. And the Sunset fire literally just sparked up like an hour ago. And it's already like the Sunset fire is located currently around the Hollywood sign. So like it's crazy to see like how widespread these fires are just from all of these winds. It's the winds, a couple of people like some of them are human caused. And it's just crazy.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. What?
Yo, Tosh, I'm about to send you something so you could it goes
Present?
along with this. Hold on, okay?
Is this on Facebook or
It's
on
on X.
Twitter?
It's on X. But I'm gonna send it to you on through I can text message it to you, right?
Just send it to just send it to our podcast Twitter DM, can't you? I can open it there.
Podcast Twitter DM. What the hell? Oh, here? Hold on.
Oh,
The private chat?
yeah, just send it as a chat. Yeah, I heard I think
See
Izat
that?
was telling me about this. Yeah. So yeah,
Damn, I'm just seeing that right now.
Jeremy. Yeah, so there's a couple of people in our community that are affected. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I heard that Jeremy's house I think was burnt down. Batman, shout out Batman. He had to evacuate today. Yeah, there's just like a lot of people out there that are dealing with this.
I need to do a better job of reaching out. Because I only thought Magic says her. See, that's because I don't really know. I know people are in California, but like not really where they are.
Yeah. That's a thing because like LA is so big and it's so wide, and then like there's also a lot of people that like live in Northern California or way south. The main fires typically are usually in these specific areas around LA or then like way up north type of situation. But yeah, no, it's at this point, just reach out to everybody in California that you know
right.
of because it's most likely they are being affected, but some way, somehow. Dude, the smoke and the amount of ash that has been covering the whole city, like the entire city. It's insane. Did you see the sunrise photo?
No.
Yo, let me see if I can find it. It was insane. I saw the photo this morning. And I was like, this looks like hell. I don't know if I can find the exact one that I saw. Everything I'm seeing is not exact. I don't remember because I saw it on Twitter, so it's probably hard to find. If I find it later though, I'll send it to you because I don't think I will be able to find it right away. But
In the event that you were forced to evacuate your home, Tasha, is there anything you would like if you had a backpack, what would you take?
that's the thing. I'm not sure, to be honest. Like, I think about it all the time, especially because we're supposed to get the big earthquake. So I'm like, we need to have something prepared, like a bag, or like have an idea of what is important to bring and to collect. And it's like, honestly,
And where would you
just
go?
just your phone. Like, I feel like if I have my phone, I'm fine because like I just need to be able to communicate with my family and with if he's not with me. Um of course, like there's a lot of things I would like to save. Like obviously my computer, my Legos, but it's like what realistically, like
Yeah.
I can't really I can't really collect all that. So it's like at least just like have like basic clothes or something that you need
Is there anything
for
that
the
has
time being.
is there an item that you have that has sentimental value?
I mean, in a way, like everything in my life does. In a way, like my tree, I fucking love my tree. It has my Christmas tree still up. Like my Grogu, like I love him. My Yoda, oh my god, my Yoda stuffy I've had forever, and that would be like heartbreaking. I literally have my baby blanket from the day I came home from the hospital, and I have that like folded up in a drawer
Okay, see
somewhere.
that there. I was gonna say, is there something you
So
have that you can't buy again?
So, like, that I have that, but it's like like, in the moment, if I already know that when you're in that moment, when you're like, "I have to grab things and go," is it a priority? Like, is it gonna be something that I'm gonna think about, you know? I
What?
don't know. It's like
Your baby blanket? Fuck yeah.
yeah.
If you have
To be
time to grab it.
honest to be honest, I probably wouldn't even think about it because I would be like you'd be on so much adrenaline. You'd be, like, so focused, right? On, like, I need to, like, go, like, grab things and go. So, I don't know. Like, that's the thing because I think about it all the time where I'm like, I should have something, like, prepared or, like, whatever, like, have, like, a go bag or, like, you know how most people have, like, an emergency kit? And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that's, like, the thing that if I had that, then that's where I would put, like, special items like that, like, secure them and have them somewhere safe so that, like, if I wanna see them, I know where they are, but also if I need to go, they're all together, you know? Like, that's what a responsible person would do. But, you know, I'm
But
not a
it's
responsible
Tasha.
person.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't have a password, so you really expect me to, like, be out
Legos
here
and Yoda.
responsible, being like, you know, if I need to pack up my life right now and get the fuck out of here in the next 20 minutes, what am I gonna grab? I don't know, to be honest. Probably right now, I would probably just do like my phone, some clothes, and if I can fit, I mean, my computer is pretty small. It's a Mac Mini, so I can definitely grab that. And then, yeah, I don't know what else. Like everything, like that's the thing. Everything in life is replaceable. Your life isn't.
Yeah.
So it's like as much as it would suck to like um lose your stuff, like it would suck to lose my Legos, but it's like it's not like my life will be over if I didn't have them, if I saved myself over them, you know? You know, I don't know. I just it's just like you got priorities. It would suck, but like I don't know. Your
Also,
life's more
why do
important.
you have your baby blanket and not your mom? I would figure that's like more personal for your mom than for you.
I've had it my entire life. I went through a long phase growing up where like I would like go everywhere with it, you know.
Oh God.
That I couldn't sleep without it, you know.
Oh
Couldn't
God. You were one of those
survive
kids.
without it. Yeah, so I've just always had it, and then I don't know. I've like ever since like high school, I've just kept it in my drawer with all of my bras and socks.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
it just sits there, you know. So I don't know. What about
I
you?
really,
What are your things you're gonna pack? Can't ask me the question and then skip over yourself.
I'd probably just take one thing, and that's my dad's dog tag from the army. That's probably
Hmm.
it.
Yeah. See,
That
like
that
that's you're how you're judging me, saying like I don't know what I would take. Like
no,
is
I
there
know what I
nothing?
know what I would say. Other than that, just anything I could pack for like food and supplies. I've been telling Janie like we need to get like a solar generator because I'm convinced like we're gonna be attacked uh electronically. Like I'm just pretty sure that's gonna happen sooner than later, and it's gonna
What
disrupt
the hell are you downloading over there? Your
the.
viruses. What the fuck?
No, I'm saying like our nation as a whole, not just like
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so like what will survival look like then? And then with me, I have like an electric car, so it's not like I can just go get gas.
Oh yeah,
So
that would suck for you actually.
yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm trying to get Janie on board. And she's on board. It's just like it's kind of like $4,000. So we really need to commit to this solar generator if we want to get it. And yeah, that's. I mean, we won't invest on a survival, but let there be a VV trip to fucking Florida and shit. Here we go. It's just priorities. Priorities.
I already
But
know that if something bad was to happen, I most likely won't be home, and it'll be like the weird odd of that. Because I thought about that and I'm like, I'm always home, right? Like I like to be home, but I'm like, when the earthquake hits, I don't know. I just have this weird feeling that I'm gonna be like out on the streets somewhere, when it
yeah,
hits, I won't be home, so I won't be able to like grab what I need or whatever. I don't know. I just have like this feeling
but
that
let's say there is like a devastation event. Like then also you have to. Then do you stay home or do you move? Like do you want to stay home and try to survive home, or do you try to find a way
that's
out?
the thing. I've never actually like asked or had like this conversation with Izat about what he
Really?
would do.
Janie
Yeah,
and I have these
actually,
conversations all the time.
I always just think these weird thoughts in my brain and I just kind of leave it there. But like that's the thing, like because I'm like so almost convinced that like when this big earthquake hits the West Coast, like I'm gonna be out and about. I'll probably be like waiting at the bus stop or something, Like I just have this feeling I'm just gonna be outside, half asleep, oblivious to like everything, trying to avoid people, and then all of a sudden, earthquake, right? And then the only thing that I'm like thinking is like, okay, my first step, find is that. Like I need to get to him. And the funniest thing is too, like last year when I was working downtown and he was working like his job, it was across like a river, right? So I'm like, my biggest thing was like, that's already my obstacle number one problem. I'm gonna be downtown if the earthquake happens, buildings, like you're surrounded by like tall buildings. Most likely there's gonna be a lot of like collapsing or like a lot of damage or a lot of like you can't get around, right? Like a lot of blockades. And then also too, what if one of like the bridges fall down? Like you can't get across the water. So I'm like already in my mind, like, hey, if I have to, I can walk along, like I can walk a certain direction down a path, like the waterfront path, essentially. I'm like, I can kind of follow that path and walk the long way around. So like these are things like I'm like I don't really think necessarily on like what I'm gonna grab. I'm like, okay, so if I'm stuck downtown,
What
I'm
am I gonna
walking.
do?
Yeah, and it's like I'm walking to find him. And then when I find and then that's the thing, that's always where I like end up. I've never really made it past there where I'm like, okay, then what are we gonna do? I'm like, oh.
Well, I hope you never have to think about that. I hope you never have to think about that.
Yo, I think about this stuff all the time. Like I think about
No, I'm saying I
when
hope
I
we never have to like actually think about it because it's happening, not like, think
oh
about
yeah,
it.
no. Like I imagine scenarios in my head all the time. Like a lot of times when I'm on the bus, if I'm not distracted by music, I'm usually sitting there thinking like, what if the bus like got T-boned?
Okay.
And then I'm like, you know, like
You really
and I'm
do think worst
fine.
case scenario in every scenario. You think worst case scenario.
I literally do. That's the thing. I'm always having like weird, wild thoughts all the time.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's even funnier because I'm like optimistic in every scenario. I always think like best case scenario, which is weird that we
I try to think of the worst that I'm like, okay, so like this is like the worst thing that can happen. So at least I kind of can navigate myself through it so that I could try to be more calm during it so that I can get myself out of it, you know?
yeah.
Rather than just being like, if it happens, it happens and I'll figure it out then because then it's like, oh no. Like,
Are you a flighter or a fighter?
I don't know, to be honest. I feel like it depends on the situation. I would do either one.
Hmm.
Like, that's what I mean. Cause like, that's the thing. I don't know what I would do in certain situations. So that's why I like to think about the scenario in my head and be like, well, what is my plan? What should I do? Like, what are my possibilities? Like, what's the worst thing that can happen and how can I fix it?
Hmm.
So then I'm like, kind of like in that moment, I'm like, okay, I'm going to hit my flight mode or I'm going to hit the fight mode, you know? This is my projected path that I've thought about a million times in my mind.
So you are me because I am a freezer. I'm neither. I stop, I assess, and then I take the correct path, whatever that may be. Like I don't impulsively react to something. Like I'll see something happening that's like commotion or chaotic in front of me, and I'll freeze and I'll like assess and think of the best possible move forward, and then I'll take that action, whatever it is. So I think we're very
Sometimes,
similar.
yeah, sometimes, but sometimes not. Um, in wild situations previously, I've never really assessed. I kind of just jumped into it,
So
even
the
when it was like spontaneous.
jumped into or out of because that's fight or flight. It's either one or the other.
Um, like kind of both. It just depended on the situation, I guess. What's one thing I can use as an example? Oh, I have an example. So one time it was after work and I was at the bus stop and it was weird because at the time I was working at it was like way before Roots. Um and usually I would take like a different bus route, but for some reason that day I went to a different bus stop. I can't remember the reason why. I think I had to like get something or whatever, right? So I was at a different bus stop than my normal bus stop home. And I was waiting for the bus, and it was like one of those buses that like I had to wait like 20 minutes or whatever. It was like a long wait. And I was sitting there for like forever. And then like there was over time more people arrive and whatnot. And then there was this random guy that was there waiting, and out of nowhere, he just started to seize. And he like dropped to the ground and he dropped to the ground. I remember. And like everybody around, they were like standing around so confused and trying to help him. And at first I was like standing there because like he already had a crowd around him. So I'm like, I don't need to jump. Like there's already a lot of people. Like there was at least like 8 people around him. So I'm like, I don't need to jump in there. Like it's already a crowd. But I was watching them for a second. I'm like, the first thing you do is you put them on their side. Like, I don't know, it should be like a basic thing that most people should know. And if you don't know, if you see somebody seizing, like having a seizure, put them on their side, because they usually will foam or have like some kind of liquid in their mouth, and you need to put them on their side so that they don't choke, right? You need to let them like ride it through and have them on their side. And I was watching, and they were just like leaving, like there was some guy or somebody that was trying to like sit him up or whatever in the middle, and then somebody was yelling at them, being like, don't touch him, let him lay there, like call, like they were like all freaking out. And I'm like, the fuck? So I walked over, I'm like, you put him on his side. Like, I was like, yeah, pull him up. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, and I like literally moved him, and somebody was yelling at me. They're like, don't touch him. I'm like, you put him on his side. He's having a seizure. Like, I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, what?
Oh
I
my
was just
God.
like judging them. No, but
Tasha,
I was judging because I'm like,
you saved a life.
no, like, no, but I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. I learned this in school. I don't know. Like, it's just something. I have a friend also, like childhood, that she like has seizures. So like, I don't know. I guess it's just something that I know. But I'm like, I was just standing here for a minute, like judging. Cause I'm like, like, I don't know. I thought it was common sense. So I'm just like, I jumped in because I'm like, what are they doing? And then, yeah. And then I just waited until my bus came after that.
You go, Taj.
I know, but I'm like, I don't know. It just depends on the situation, you know. Like in that moment, I was like, you know, there's already a bunch of people there, so I don't need to do anything. But then I was watching them do like the wrong thing, and I'm like, okay, like, no, what the fuck? So, yeah,
That guy owes you his life.
no, there were other people there too, but I'm just like, I don't know. It just depends on the situation, I guess. Like, most of the time, if I can avoid people, I would. But like in that moment, I was like, what are they doing? But I don't know. It just depends on the situations, you know. I don't know.
Okay. Cool story, bro. But it's time to move on. We got about what 20, 30 minutes to get to my shit.
It's already been an hour?
Yeah.
What the fuck? It feels like it's only been like 20 minutes at most.
So I came up with a holiday.
Wait, did you make this out yourself?
No. Why?
Oh, I don't know. It looks like something you made yourself.
Thanks, Tom. So.
Okay. I already see one problem on there.
What problem is that? Is it green?
Columbus Day.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I told JD, babe, I'm doing this thing, and there's one that like is gonna be a problem, and she's like, "Oh Lord." So let's go ahead and give Columbus Day a F. We were just off the bat, unless you
okay, yeah.
You want to?
No. Hell, I can already tell you what's my S tier.
I could already. So we both get one S tier, and I'm already gonna tell you right now. Where's mine at? Bang. That's my S tier. What's your S tier?
You know what? I'm fine with that, because that would have been my second choice, because my first choice is Christmas.
All right. Okay. So we've got that situated. Now,
it's just because it's Christmas and Thanksgiving are like the most important holidays in my family, especially to my mom. So it just has a special place in my heart. Okay, so
we got New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. Let's start with day.
I know, it's so weird that you divided them like that.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, you divided it for some reason. It's just New Year's, you know. If you're gonna go like the day and the eve, where's Easter Eve? You know, what the fuck?
No, because people celebrate New Year's Eve and then New Year's Day.
It's the same shit. And New Year's Day, you sleep in because you're up all night from New Year's Eve.
Look, same thing.
What kind of celebration you doing?
See this?
Christmas is Christmas. I know. That's why I'm like, I don't know what. I don't even want to include Christmas Eve because Christmas is Christmas.
So this
To
is a
me, it's
cultural. This is a cultural thing because for us, our Christmas is Christmas Eve. We always get together. I don't know if it's a Hispanic thing, but we always get together Christmas Eve and party till midnight. And at midnight we open our gifts, and that's our Christmas. Like Christmas Day, we don't do shit. So that's why that's. But for New Year's Day, I don't. Anyway, New Year's Day, where are we putting this? For me, that's like a
I
C or
put
a
it
D.
at, yeah, I was gonna say like D because like I mean the only good thing about New Year's Day is like it's a day off to sleep. So other than that, it's not like it's just
And
like another day for me.
people get
It's like a
holiday pay.
weekend.
Shout out Janie. She gets holiday pay and she doesn't even do
True.
anything. So
True
okay.
that. New Year's Day is just like another nap day in my life.
Valentine's Day.
Like D or F.
Really?
The important here's the thing that you didn't include. The day after Valentine's Day is the day when all the candy goes on discount. Now that is the day I like. That is the day that me and Iz will go out and get shit. Valentine's Day, we don't do shit. Do you know why? Because every day is love day.
Oh, boo.
So yeah, so it's not high on my tier list.
I give it at least a C. You want to give it a D?
Throw it in C. I do really appreciate the what do you call them? Like the little candy hearts that like are almost like chalk.
The Smarties? Is that what they're called? Smarties?
No, not Smarties. Conversation heart candies, I think. The ones that have they always have like
Yeah.
B9 printed
Mine,
on them
yeah.
or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just something so delicious about them, but
St. Patrick's Day. I don't fuck with this at all. I don't know. I've never celebrated this, to be honest.
Yeah, I've never really celebrated it. It is so funny because we literally have an Irish pub down at the corner of our block. And it's so funny to see like on that day, it's just like popping. Like it's always lit over there that specific day. Um Shout out to OBL though. I would like that's a thing. It's like a CD.
In honor of OBL, we'll give it the higher one, C.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been an F for me. I don't really fuck with St. Patrick's Day, but OBL.
Yeah. Like that's a thing. Usually St. Patrick's Day is always like in the middle of the week too. So it's like I don't know. Like I don't usually drink in the weekdays. So like I'd never really participate. If it was on a weekend, I'd be like, you know what? Let me get lit here, you know? Why not? YOLO. But on a Tuesday, no thanks. I got work in the morning, you know?
I got shit to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Easter.
Okay, so I'm only gonna rate this as an A for one specific reason. Other like it has nothing really to do with the holiday itself. My number one most favorite candy in the world is mini eggs, and I bless Cadbury with all of my life for them to come out with the fact that mini eggs are year long now. So they changed my life for the better. And for me, they're an A tier because they gave me my favorite candy. Chocolate. I don't know what you call them.
There is C tier for me, so we're gonna have to meet in the middle.
That's fine. The only reason why I'm rating it high is because of that. I do really appreciate Easter colors because the pastel color palette, it does something to me internally too. Like when I was working, yeah, because when I was working at, like in retail, right, for like my visual, like when I would set up stores and stuff, right, like there's always like different seasons have different color schemes, right? Like in the winter you get more of your dark colors, your red for Christmas time. In the summer you have more like bright colors, you know, neons, like bright color, you know, clothes. Like it's just the fashion trends of the clothes. And there's just something around Easter time when it's like all the clothes are transitioning into the spring summer color palette, and it's just like the the pastels. It just like it eats at me. I love it. I don't wear it myself. I don't like to wear colors that often, but yeah, I do appreciate the Easter fashion, I guess. Continue.
If you were to go to Disneyland, would you wear colors?
Probably not.
Okay. All right. Well, my mom is on the stream, and we got Mother's Day here. So what are we doing for Mother's Day, Tosh?
That's the thing. Growing up, like Mother's Day and Father's Day was never like anything big we did. Usually what my mom wanted was the day to herself away from us. So I mean, so it's
sad.
like she just wanted a day for herself to relax type of thing. So I don't know. Like I mean, I love my mom, but I mean, I don't need a fucking holiday to tell me to love my mom and appreciate her.
So
I don't know, like B, C.
BC, I got it at A just because my mom's on the stream. So we're gonna put it at B.
Wow.
Cause look, Mother's Day be stressful as hell for me because it's around the time that Janie's birthday is and my sister's birthday. So I have Mother's Day is on the 10th, Janie's birthday is on the and my sister's birthday is on the 10th. So it's the same thing. And then Janie's birthday is on the 14th. So it's just it's so much stress. I gotta be getting gifts. I gotta be I love yous and take you out here and this and that. It's wonderful stress to have though, because that's a blessing. Because I know some people are blessed and fortunate to go out on dates with their mom because some moms are no longer with us. So it's a beautiful blessing to have, but it can be a bit overwhelming. So I'm gonna go with A. Tasha's gonna give it a C. We're gonna meet in the middle at B.
Yeah, see, like that's a thing. We never really did anything big. And if we did something big, like my dad planned it. So it's like I was just there for the ride.
Now, Father's Day. Now this is different because I am a father.
Oh wow. For Father's Day, it's like I have my biological dad and my stepdad. Now I'd put it at the same tier with Mother's Day for my stepdad because it's like meh from my real dad. I'm like F.
Damn, F.
So like
disrespect.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I'm offended for fathers across the universe. See, that's the thing. Why does Mother's Day get so much love, and then Father's Day it's like, here's a gift card.
I mean, I just have a weird relationship with my real dad, so it's like a meh. Like I never really cared for it, but like my stepdad, like he is a dad to me. So I mean, and I still would have the same feelings though towards it that I have with Mother's Day. Like they're both meh days to me because I'm like I don't need a day to tell me to appreciate my parents because I'm already appreciative and lucky enough to have my parents.
So then why is Christmas S tier? If you don't need a day to put up your tree, you can just put it up whenever.
I want to keep it up all year. What do you mean?
Yo, we ordered a Christmas tree from Amazon for like $150, and then we returned it because we found one for like $40 at Walmart.
Was it a little one?
Nah, it's 6 feet. It was 6 feet. No, 7 feet.
Okay.
7 feet.
Okay, yeah.
For $40. So we're like, shit, let's just get this one, So I've been trying for 2 months to return it, and we finally got a email. And they're like, they said it's gonna cost us too much to give you a return slip, so just go ahead and keep it. So we got $140 ass tree for free. Let's go.
That just means that next year you get to like go all out.
Hell yeah, that shit is pre-lit. It comes with like little frost at the end.
That just means on November 1st, you gotta pull out the trees.
November 1st? You mean December 1st? We do not skip Thanksgiving. You better put some respect
Oh
on that.
yeah, I always forget your fucking Thanksgiving's in November.
That's the most important day of the year. It's food, family,
Yo,
and football.
if I could have it my way, I'd have my tree up all year.
Why don't
Fuck
you?
all the because space. You know our apartment. The tree takes up space.
There was
That
plenty of
is
space.
valuable. Actually, since you've been here, we've added a few things.
Oh, I gotta go back.
We've rearranged a couple of things. So the trees kind of was even more in the way. Now it's kind of tucked somewhere, which it's fine for now, but it takes up space for the size of our apartment. I can't really leave the tree up all year, but if I had a bigger home, I would totally have a room dedicated to just Star Wars and my tree.
All right. Back to the action.
Okay.
Father's
Day, I put on the same tier as Mother's Day.
S tier.
You said we only get one S tier, dumbass. So
B. 4th of July. How much do you love 4th of July, Tosh?
So yeah, this is not fair. 4th of July can suck my dick. Canada Day.
Okay. So let's make this the equivalent of Canada Day for you. There.
I don't know. I'd say like a C, B. I don't know.
I give it a B.
Canada. I love fireworks. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm fine with B. I do like fireworks. The only thing that's been sad is like the past 5-6 years, they stopped doing fireworks on Canada's Day here in Vancouver specifically. They do it like across Canada, like in Toronto and other cities, but for some reason here they just stopped doing the fireworks show.
Another reason why Toronto's better.
They stopped. Well, no, it's not that. They stopped it originally because of COVID, because they didn't want people to come out or whatever. They wanted social distancing still that year. And then after that, they're like, wow, it just saves money. I don't know what their excuse was. But I will say we do have a better fireworks show in the summer than the rest of Canada, because even though we had to give up our Canada Day fireworks, we get the firework festival show during the summer, which is like a week and a half of like really sick fireworks shows with like live orchestra band at one of the beaches. So worth it, I'd say.
Okay. Well, I guess I gotta go back on Canada Day. Oh no, wait, it's not Canada Day. It's what day?
It's not Canada Day. It's usually midsummer. So like I think it's usually the last week of July, first week of August is typically around when they do it.
Have you seen Midsummer? Midsummer?
No.
Tosh.
I don't think so.
Gotta see that movie, Tosh.
What's it about?
It's about this group of kids. They go into like
Is it like a horror one?
Yeah, it's almost like
Okay, I'm not watching it.
Tosh, no, you gotta watch
it. I don't watch horror.
You're like the Sith Lord. How do you not watch horror? That's I've had you pegged wrong all along. Like Janie's been telling me for years, like she's just a teddy bear. She's so nice. I'm like,
teddy bear.
I'm like, man, no, there's no way. It's Tasha, and she's turning out to be right. You don't like horror movies. You're starting to tell me you love me all the time. I'm like, what is happening?
I only said that because I was on vacation and I was enjoying my vacation with many, many drinks. And you just caught me at a weak moment when I was not sober. So
the truth comes out when you're drunk.
Apparently. But yeah, no, I don't like horror movies. And it's mostly because I was traumatized when I was a kid by The Ring and Ghost Ship. Look, oh my god, let me even tell you about that, dude. So this past weekend, me and Iz had our Christmas work party, and it was on a boat. And and I just kept thinking like I was a little lit, but also too at like one point I was talking with somebody and I'm like, yo, ghost ship, bruh. Like all of a sudden my mind went a little dark for a second. I'm like, have you ever seen Ghost Ship? I can't remember who I was talking. Oh, I do remember who I was talking to about this. But yeah, I was talking to them about
Wait, is
like,
Ghost Ship a movie? I've never seen that.
yeah, it's a horror movie.
Is it good?
Literally, I was like 7 or 8, and it was in the middle of the night, and I was at my real dad's house, and I was sitting on the couch, and he puts on this movie, and he always like growing up. I don't know why he was. You think I'm irresponsible? He's even more irresponsible, letting like me and Alyssa at young ages watching all this wild ass shit. But you know, I was there watching it and it was like either like you stay up and watch this or you go to bed type of thing, right? So I'm like, you know, I'm a big kid. I'm going to watch this. The opening scene of Ghost Ship, it's like a bunch of like old people on the front of like a boat and they're all partying and dancing whatnot, and then there's this little girl and she's just like there with her grandpa, and they at one point like she's dancing with her grandpa, and then out of nowhere, you know, like the fishing line things, a fishing line comes undone on the boat and it goes across the whole like ship and it cuts everybody in half except the little girl because it goes right over her head. So she's standing there alone with all these like half legs cut off. And then on top of it, not only did I just literally watch everybody get slaughtered in half like that, but then my dad leans over and he's like, "That's you."
I fucks with your dad. Cool, yeah.
And at that moment, I'm like, I'm going to bed. I put myself to bed. I'm like, I'm not watching this. So yeah, I don't do good with horror.
Let's say all that to say, Tasha, Gooch said you need to watch Midsummer because he says you'll like it. It's a psychological thriller. It's not horror.
I don't know.
So that's your homework for the week. We
No.
expect a review next week.
Nah. Labor Day, I was gonna say, I mean, I don't go to school, so I feel like it doesn't really affect me. It's just like a random holiday in the year. It's like it's a good nap day. So it's a high up there, you know, for me because it's a nice nap day. Any excuse for me to have like to sleep in or to have a nap or just to be lazy is always a good day for me. But I was gonna say, I know it's your birthday, bitch. So I already know why you're putting it A tier. But I will say Labor Day does have like a special place in my heart too because
it's the day my mom blessed the world.
No, it's
the golden child that would become Max.
Like right before school starts, like that night usually. Growing up, like me and my best friend would always have like the last sleepover for the summer vacation, and we would always like go all out with like a fun last sleepover party. I don't know. And we did that. It was like a tradition for us for a long time. So that's where my mind goes. So whatever, leave it at A tier.
Sure. And it's a Virgo day too. It falls in the Virgo calendar. Even more.
You didn't include the first day of fall as a.
Was that a holiday?
It's a holiday in my heart.
Oh well, I didn't make this list, but Halloween's up next. For me, Halloween's A tier. I mean,
Halloween is A tier.
That's no question.
I will say. I like Halloween. My parents go all out for Halloween. They love it a lot more. And growing up, like there were so many Halloween years where like my dad would take us on like a 3-4 hour long walk around the whole town collecting candy from every single house. You know, they built like a little haunted maze at our house for kids to walk through. My parents go all out for Halloween, so
It's just
Halloween
one of the
is
more
always a
fun
good family
holidays.
memory.
More activities, you can do stuff, you can dress up, and it's so much stuff to do on Halloween. That's why I love it.
Yeah, it's a good Halloween. It's a good holiday. A lot of good memories.
It's Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas in that order for me. Christmas
Mm,
Eve. So this is our Christmas in Hispanic community. So
well,
for me, this is
I put it at like A or B.
okay, cool. A
Yeah,
tier
because
works for me.
I mean, honestly, I still classify it as S tier because Christmas is just Christmas. It's like, let's be honest, like everyone knows the days between Christmas and New Year's is a blur, and it's like just an extension of Christmas. Like I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
true.
Christmas Eve is kind of in there too. Like this, as soon as it's Christmas Eve, you're like, this is the beginning of a week long confusion.
So it
You
begins.
know.
Christmas Eve. Yep.
Mhm.
So New Year's
And
Eve.
yeah, that's the thing. Like New Year's Eve. I don't really think I've
We
never
don't really
really
do anything for New Year's Eve, to be honest.
yeah, like most New Year's Eves for us was always like we always had a little family party at the house. We'd invite people over, play games, watch the ball drop or whatever. There was one year I did completely go all out and party and shit, and I don't even think we remembered it was New Year's Eve after that. So I don't know. I just put it like B or C. I'd say it's like the same as New Year's Day. It's just like,
Let's say C.
yeah, it's just like a day, you know? It's like a nice potential. It could be better, you know, if you like actually plan shit, but coming from me, like I never really go out or plan anything for it, so I'm like it's just New
That's
Year's.
great. I just screenshotted it. Screenshotted. So
Screenshot
there's our
it.
tier list. All 300 of you guys that are watching, we got Thanksgiving and Christmas at top. S tier, that's God tier. And everything else, Labor Day is the third best day of the year, according to Max and Tosh,
It's not.
because of
Trust
obvious
me.
reasons.
I would put it at F if I could. I feel like you're missing a holiday or two though.
What's missing?
Oh, you're missing May 2-4 weekend.
What the hell is that?
May long weekend.
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know what the hell that is, but okay. We're missing
May
May the
long
4th.
weekend.
May the 4th, Tosh.
Yeah.
Duh,
Dude, like look at you. You're missing like a lot of important dates.
we're missing 420.
You're also missing Grandparents' Day, which I believe is the 3rd of September.
420.
You 420, yo. That
Yeah.
was A tier, you know?
What else are we missing?
My brain is like
My day.
confused.
Well, Labor Day, I guess.
My birthday is the first day of fall usually.
Oh yeah, Memorial Day. That's true, Gooch.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out is 9/11. Is that a holiday technically? I know Remembrance Day is here.
You know what we're also missing? That's a holiday. Black Friday. Black Friday is a
Yeah,
holiday.
see, that's the thing. I knew that there's more. Black Friday, yo, as somebody in retail, Black Friday fucking sucks. This year, like having my first Black Friday and I wasn't in retail, it was actually nice. It was like actually enjoyable because I'm like, wow, it's a holiday. I don't have to be like stressed the fuck out dealing with dumbass people all day. Like I can actually just enjoy my day.
I feel like the internet took the fun out of Black Friday. Like I enjoyed it when we used to trample each other and have to like fight each other for boxes and stuff. And I don't know, there was a certain prestige about getting your wanted item on Black Friday over the crowds. Like if you showed up early, you got your
It was
item.
more rewarding back then.
Yeah.
Now it's just like they have Boxing Week sales, you know, and they have Cyber Monday now too. So it's like
I want to fight people for what I want. You know, it's no fun.
Kind of the same, you know.
Yeah,
Kind of the
I
same.
want to walk out like, yeah, I got it.
It never really got that crazy here in Canada.
It's Canada, of course.
Yeah. Most people for Black Friday, most people did travel down for Black Friday sales.
Yeah.
I feel
Friday
like you're missing something though. January, there's nothing. February, Valentine's. March, St. Patrick. April, Easter. May, long weekend. What's in June?
June. Comic-Con.
I mean, it's the end of summer break, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really count as like, it doesn't count. July is Canada Day. There's a newer holiday in April or in August for us, but I can't remember the name of it or like what it's for.
I'm about to ask an American ass question, so just brace yourself.
What?
But I'm curious. Actually, never mind. I don't know.
Ask it. Now I'm interested. Ask it. What?
Is Martin Luther King Day celebrated in Canada? It's an obvious no. I know. But I was curious for like 5 seconds. Like, do y'all celebrate Martin LutherKing Day? Of course not.
We celebrated the same amount that you celebrate when Wayne Gretzky down there, you know?
Okay. Oh, man. Sometimes I laugh at myself.
Oh! Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day. Okay.
Yo, it's February 2nd. Yo, I put it up there as a top like tier near the top just simply because Groundhog Day is always forgotten.
Holidays.
So that's why I'm like, look, there's even a Canadian holiday one. Go to the Canadian holiday one. Let's see.
There's like 3. There's nothing.
Yeah, right? There's like nothing here.
Oh,
there's probably even ones I don't even know.
Hanukkah's not Canadian.
Hanukkah. No, but I mean Canada is a very multicultural country.
What is civic holiday? What is this?
That's the one in August. I think that's supposed to be Christmas.
Okay, that's okay.
Canada Day.
What is Victoria Day?
Yeah, that's like our May long weekend.
Okay, give it a rating. Victoria Day. S tier?
I put it at like A or B. I like May long weekend.
Labor Day? That's S tier. Because you know what time it is.
No, it's not. We don't have to fill this out again. We already did this. But
this is oh, look here.
Yeah, Groundhog Day. I put Groundhog like at B. Wow. Because yeah, I put it like B. It's nice because it's just like a newer holiday. Because like I felt like this is Canada Day. It's just another Canada Day. There's multiple down there. I feel like there's a couple down there that are like repeats of each other. But I just like that there's a new holiday in August now, just because any excuse to have a day off, you know? Bring us another holiday. Oh, another like a new holiday that was just born essentially here in Canada. I think it's been celebrated now for 2 or 3 years. Orange Shirt Day. I don't know the technical term for it, but it's like new, and it's to recognize like the natives of Canada, and it's classified as like Orange Shirt Day, like and it's like in September. I think it's September 8th. I don't know. But again, any excuse for a holiday.
I know, y'all just
April Fools! Cinco de Mayo. Boxing Day. Yo, see, there's so many.
What is Boxing? Is there a whole lot of boxing matches that day?
Boxing Day is technically, I think it's like named Boxing Day because it's a day that you like recycle all your boxes after Christmas. But Boxing Day,
Muhammad Ali type shit.
No, but Boxing Day is basically our version of Black Friday because it's where you have all the Christmas sales. That's when they start. It's not even Boxing Day anymore. It's Boxing Week.
So Wayne Gretzky is y'all's Martin Luther King. That's what I took from this whole evening.
Good. I'm glad that's what you took
Okay.
out of it.
All right.
It's fact.
Well, Tosh, it's about that time. Literally, we're at 55, 56. And time. You got
I'm
any
playing
last words?
Sims.
Why do you love Labor Day so much?
I don't. I never said I did. And if I did like Labor Day, it's only because my most favorite person was born on that day. My cousin Danny. No, my cousin. His birthday is September 1st.
I don't know when I became cousin Danny, but hey.
You're not. No.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Unfortunately, he has to share a birthday with you.
I chose to bless you on that one fateful September
He's probably
day.
older than you, so
And your
he
life has
probably
never been the
claims that
same.
he probably claims that day before you.
You're welcome, Tosh.
No, thank you.
Anyway, any last words?
Can't believe it's 2025 and my thoughts are with everyone in LA going through a crazy time. And
stay safe, everybody. Oh, by the way, Tosh, we're gonna have our own winter storm tomorrow. Literally, you might want to pick up on that.
I know. I was reading up on it too.
Yeah. So if we don't have a pod next week, you know why?
That's an excuse.
Yeah. So
you can weather report live.
Yeah, probably. I'll do my own.
You could get Janie to be out there holding the camera, and you can have a mic and be like, "And the snow is this many feet deep.
We're 6 inches deep, guys."
Be out and about.
Yeah. But anyway, shout out to everybody, all 300 of y'all that joined us on the stream tonight. We appreciate y'all for coming through. We'll see y'all again next week, hopefully, if I survive the apocalypse. And one last piece of alpha.